Hey folks, it's Matt once again, and welcome back to another review that I'm doing because PerryFan49 had sent me this film, Shadow War. You know, I should not even call this Shadow Warriors because it's not really Shadow Warriors. And this is going to sound confusing because it is. Okay, it's called Shadow Warriors, right? But really, this is Shadow Warriors 2. See, Hulk Hogan at this time, when he was with WCW, did two movies for TNT. One was Assault on Devil's Island, which was Shadow Warriors 1, and then Assault on Death Mountain, which is Shadow Warriors 2. Now, even though this is Shadow Warriors, it's really Shadow Warriors 2, Assault on Death Mountain. And it's confirmed because this is 1999, and Shadow Warriors 2, Assault on Death Mountain came out in 1999. The first film came out in 1997. And no, I'm not checking out the first one. In fact, I think my friend Mike, OCP, actually reviewed the first film, Assault on Devil's Island, aka Shadow Warriors 1. I know he didn't mind that film, so maybe it's better than this one. Again, it's called Shadow Warriors, but it's really Shadow Warriors 2. I don't know why they did that. I guess they released this first, even though it's just, I guess they did like a missing in action thing. But at least, well, it's called Missing in Action 2, the beginning, when it's really a prequel, hence the beginning part. At least it had the beginning to let you know, but this... But I know my friend Mike didn't mind that film. Maybe it's better than this, but I don't care to see it, because I don't care about this fucking movie. I mean, yeah, I know I should not be that harsh, because it's a made-for-TNT movie. This is Turner Broadcasting System. Well, that's TBS, but what the, Turner Network Television? Is that TNT? Anyway, WCW was with Turner. So I'm sure this was part of Hulk Hogan's deal. Hey, I get to do WCW, I get to do movies where I don't really have a mustache and I have long hair and Carl Weathers. You're watching this and you do that. You have a little movement of your throat and your, not even your bowels, is more my throat and my burping right on the fucking movie. I think my stomach and my throat was sad to see Carl Weathers in a movie with fucking Hulk Hogan. And I'm not even a big hater of Hulk Hogan. I grew up with Hulk Hogan. I can watch some of his movies. I can watch Suburban Commando and have fun with it. It's a silly movie, but I think it's a masterpiece compared to this. Carl Weathers, man, this guy was doing films with Sylvester Stallone and Rocky 1, 2, 3, and 4. He was doing films with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Predator. He got to make his own movie, Action Jackson. And now he's starring a made-for-TNT movies with Hulk Hogan. Nowadays, I don't even know what the hell he did that Asylum movie, American Warships or whatever, the Asylum ripoff of Battleship. I know he did another sci-fi channel movie, or a sci-fi channel movie. I don't think it was, the Warship was Asylum. He did a sci-fi channel which was, I think it starred the guy who was in the Philadelphia Experiment 2. The guy who starred in that, I think was in it. I don't even remember the guy's name. For some reason I want to say it's Brad something, but I could be wrong. And I don't care to look it up. People can look it up on their own. Shannon Tweed. Why is she even in these fucking movies? The movie she starred in sucked too. Yeah, Martin Cove, Kreese himself, as a supporting character, is one of the good guys. This is one of those rare ones where Martin Cove is actually a good guy. I think most of these people are in the first film. I think the first film had Billy Blanks in it and Billy Drago. While this, Hulk Hogan, or his real name, Even then, the executive producer, Terry Bollea, or Terry Hulk Hogan. How about you just call yourself Hulk Hogan? Terry? It's not, hey, there's Terry. Be afraid of Terry. As in, tear your ass up, Terry. Oh, it's Terry. I mean, did you really think that saying this would take... Oh, now people will take me seriously now as I'm making this cheap jab made for TNT movie. And I don't know if these were meant to spark a TV series like he did with Thunder in Paradise. Actually, I don't know if he made movies for that, but another TV series, like he had done the TV series for Thunder in Paradise. I don't know, maybe TNT said fuck it. Just go back to wrestling. Or maybe it was just movies because Hulk Hogan was still wrestling WCW at the time. So I don't know if he would be able to take the time off to do a TV show. I spent 5 minutes talking about the history. It was more interesting than this fucking movie. All it is, you have Hulk Hogan trying to act. He did a better job acting in Suburban Commando, for fuck's sake. He's trying to act, stare, being haunted by this thing that happened where he had a bunch of men that got trapped in this barbed wire. There was this gas. If that sounds horrific, you forget this is a made-for-TNT cheap movie. Okay? This is like a bad episode of Thunder in Paradise, or a bad episode of name your generic 90s TV show that was dealt with action. VIP with fucking Pamela Anderson or whatever the fuck it was. While he's doing that, Carl Weathers is chiseling this block for some reason. I guess he's a sculptor or something. I don't know. Shannon Tweed is kickboxing. They're hired to rescue someone's daughter. Hulk Hogan, Carl Weathers climb this mountain, and from time to time, Hulk Hogan still has those flashbacks. Shannon Tweed sneaks in and gets to the little girl who's captive. And this was pretty... It made me laugh. It wasn't supposed to. And theory is it's a smart idea. Shows her a video that it's her mom, and then it shows the people who are going to rescue her. In theory, it's a good idea, because that way the doctor go, oh, these are with my mom. I know I can trust these people. They're not just lying or full of shit. Although if you took... And, just taking a picture, here she could actually say, hi, how's it going? Tell her what to do through this video message. Of course, if you did this nowadays, you would just use a phone. But the way it's handled, it starts on the mom and it pulls back, and you see Carl Weathers and Hulk Hogan go, I think the little girl's name is Terry, or no, Terry, Lily. And they just go, hi, Lily. Like, these are these badass guys. And when it pulls back, just everyone going, hi, Lily. As if it's getting ready to start an episode of Full House or something. And the mom go, hey, these people are my friends. And pretty much the action. I mean, again, I know it's made for TNT, but fuck, man. Hulk Hogan sneak attack someone, has a blowgun that knocks someone out. Shannon Tweed fights this woman and gets the little girl out, gives her the Carl Weathers. Carl Weathers and Hulk Hogan shoot one guy. They get into the... I forget what it's called when you go up and down a mountain and you're in that little cart. That sort of elevator type thing that slides down and slides up and down the mountain. I forget exactly what that's called. But they're pretty much going down, and Carl Weathers is struggling with someone and throws the guy off. Hulk Hogan is hanging on and shoots a guy. Decent from the stunt guy when you see the wide shot for about 10 seconds at most of the guy hanging off the thing. Okay. They rescue the girl, take her back to the mom, and I guess that's just to show these guys know business. They know what they're doing. Oh, then you have this guy here who blows something up so that it doesn't keep going, so it can stop, so they can rappel down and get the fuck out of there. What? And then pretty much it's Hulk Hogan sees one of the wanted poster papers, looking at the guy, recognized the guy's eyes as the guy who had this gas mask on and fucked over his men way before. And I'm thinking, I asked my friend Mike, was any of this touched on in the first film, Assault on Devil's Island, where Hulk Hogan, this team was wiped out with this gas, and was he still fucking up with that in his head in the first film? Or I guess it's just something they introduced in this film, which is, again, I'm going to call it Assault on Death Mountain, because it's not Shadow Warriors. It's Shadow Warriors 2. I don't give a fuck about the first one, to be honest, so don't worry about answering that. But he thinks this guy's dead, and people, Carl Weathers go, no, he's dead, and it looks nothing like him, and blah, 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 blah. No, he got plastic surgery. I swear once in a while the music in this sounds like fucking Seinfeld. Especially when, for example, Carl Weathers and Shannon Tweed are going up to see Martin Cove, who's a little bit of a eccentric guy in this room, and he can look up information, and he comes in at the end in a helicopter dropping grenades. Martin Cove's having a little bit of fun. I mean, it's nice to see Martin Cove playing a good guy once in a blue moon. He was in that film as a Steel Justice, which really wasn't that good of a movie, but still nice to see him play a good guy. Again, I think he's in the other one. But it's not enough to save the movie. But when they're walking to that guy's place, Martin Cove's place, the music's like, I'm ready for Kramer to come crashing through, or Jason Alexander, or Elaine, or someone just to start talking about nothing. Why the fuck is the music like this? Who did the music? Oh, I like the... Oh, Ken Harrison. What's funny is 3 people did the sound, by the way. 3. Cal Clemens Jr., Michael Bird, and Douglas Schwartz. So yeah, 3 people did the sound of the movie. 3 people. Not 1, not 2, 3 people did the sound. So they're really particular on the sound in this movie. Not that you notice, but pretty much Martin Cove says, yeah, it's impossible, that's not the guy. Hulk, and they talk to this other guy. Where's Hulk? Where's Hulk? Oh, Carl goes, oh, I bet I know where he is. It cuts to some country, I don't even remember what country they're in now, where Hulk was. Just this group of bad guys, and Hulk Hogan comes in with these 2 big machine guns. And you know how a lot of people make fun of the 80s, 90s action films, and if they do a parody, it's some guy muscled up coming in with 2 guns, and when people get shot, you see nothing. It's like the old westerns where people get shot and see nothing. And of course, it's made for TV, made TNT, that's why. But it just looks fucking stupid. It looks ridiculous. I think there's a kill count on YouTube. But it's just one of those things that would be in a parody of a Mad TV sketch. It's boo, 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 boo. I mean, I've seen a lot of good, better movies that could do that kind of shit. Why do I have to waste my time with this fucking movie? Made for TNT. Well, you know what was also on TNT? Joe Bob Braid's Monster Vision. They should release that shit on fucking DVD. Just all of his little clips in a row. Make me a DVD-R, I'll take it. Fuck's sake. That'd be better than releasing this shit on DVD. Release Joe Bob Braid's Monster Vision shit on DVD, goddammit. Instead of this shit. Not worth the fucking disc it's printed on, in my opinion. There's nothing to it. Oh, he's shooting, people falling down, ninja stars. I watch Revenge of the Ninja. I want to see ninja stars. Again, I know it's made for TNT, so I did get all the excuses. It's still a shitty movie. They just like a 3.7 on IMDb. It fucking deserves it. Even has a bullet. I think that's what's called a bullet. One of those, and then hits a guy's legs. I guess to get information from him, and then he gets knocked out. He just captured. He just injected with something. He has a virus in him now that will be for 72 hours. The cavalry arrives. Pretty much Martin Cove and Carl Weathers are in one vehicle. Carl Weathers is shooting. Other people are shooting. People fall down. There's really nothing to the direction of John Cassar. Really nothing. Nothing inventive, nothing unique, nothing interesting, nothing exciting. Uh, hell, episodes of the A-Team, and I'm being serious, they have more exciting action sequences, and that was a TV show from the 80s. It has more fun action scenes and stuff than this. Again, that's a TV show. I think Carl Weathers shoots about 3 people. They get Hulk Hogan, and they say, oh, there's going to be a virus in Seattle. And they're like, we can't panic the city. And Shannon Tweed is pissed because her daughter's there. And I'm thinking, well, can't you let her just call her daughter? And there's a point she tries to call, but, okay, I'm going to try calling once. Then I'm going to give up. I'm like, in 1999, there were cell phones, right? In 99, or was that not the case? Were there cell phones in 99? I don't know. Were there? I mean, you could try calling your daughter once and say, hey, how about go out for the weekend? Or, hey, come see me at blah, blah, blah. You just lie to her ass and say, yeah, I know I lied. Oh, well, but at least you're alive. Or say, whatever. And pretty much they get to the place, they go through these caves of this mountain, hence why it's called Death Mountain. They see the rocket that has this chemical in it that's going to get into Seattle and give everyone a virus. Hulk Hogan has this lame fight with this big guy where it has this half-assed body slam on Hulk onto the hood of the car. The car, the big guy barely flips it, just to its side. And Hulk grabs and snaps the guy's neck. Carl kills one with, grabs him and I think snaps his neck. Shan Tweed does some fighting. The other guy does some fighting. Martin Cove comes in, drops a couple grenades, and pull it onto this car where Shan Tweed and the other guy are running for what seems like forever, and then finally a car behind him explodes. Hulk Hogan locks the main bad guy in his fucking isolation box that, like, is this really Hannibal Lecter or something? And he lets the virus out in there, this little bit, so that now the guy's infected, I guess so that Hulk can follow him to get the cure. Carl Weathers shoots some with this gun that he's never used before and he never uses again. I swear, it looks like the gun in Deep Rising. If you've ever seen Deep Rising, it's a machine gun which has a little turret that goes like this. He uses this one time in the movie. Gets a couple people, and then he never uses the gun again. Why, I don't know. And then the bad guy gets his vaccine, and he drives on a hovercraft and on the fucking dirt, and then finally gets it in the water, and Hulk Hogan... Really, Hulk Hogan at the end, all he's doing is trying to get his cure. I mean, if you think about it, he didn't really do anything to save the day. He's just there. There's the bad guy who is like a death merchant. I'm chasing him so that he tries to inject me. I inject him with something. He dies. I get the vaccine. I'm cured. That's really all Hulk Hogan does. So, like Dizzler and Demolition says, great fucking hero. You know? What a fucking hero. Because really Carl Weathers and Shannon Tweed and Martin Cove doing that. Because Shannon Tweed hits some buttons. Carl Weathers gets the chemical out of the rocket. And then when the rocket comes up, this is the one part that made me laugh. Well, other than the other thing. Martin Cove is in a helicopter. The rocket's going, and now that the camera goes out, he just takes his bazooka and shoot the rocket as he's right by the fucking chopper. He's in the chopper, flying the chopper, by the way. He's flying the chopper. He takes, I guess if you let the controls, and then he picks up his bazooka and shoots the fucking rocket. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then he says some line like, it's the orders you disobey that make you famous. And then he gets out of the helicopter, shoots a couple people with 2 guns. And this is when Hulk Hogan he's shooting a couple just ears and does the thing with the bad guy, kills the bad guy, gets cured. They've rid explosives at the place so that it'll be, what was they said? Someone with bury the poison forever. And this is the last scene in the movie. Them walking away in slow-mo as everything blows up behind them. And then the movie ends. I know Shannon Tweed was there somewhere as well. It wasn't just these 4. It was 5 of them. That's really Assault on Death Mountain. I just told the whole movie, so instead of wasting, I don't know, 90-some minutes of your time, you wasted 20 minutes of your time. I will never watch this film again. I never want to watch the first film. And I don't care if it's made for TNT. I'd rather watch Joe Bob Braid's Monster Vision. I'd rather that be on fucking DVD or DVD-R. I'd rather have fucking shitloads of other stuff that's not on DVD. I look over here on my Deep Space with Charles Napier where he cuts a fucking alien head off with a chainsaw. That's not on DVD. Oh, what's this? The Believers. It's on DVD and Blu-ray, but I gotta pay a fucking fortune for it. Let's see, with Martin Sheen, The Believers. What else am I looking at? Hell, even fucking Second Sight with Bronson Pinchot and John Larroquette is a better fucking movie than this, and that's not on DVD. The Ambulance with Eric Roberts. You know how that's on DVD? And the stupid, it's not Warner Archive, I think it's the other thing, the MGM, it's their DVD-R. Why the fuck are you don't pay $20 for a fucking DVD-R when you can make your own DVD-R for free? Because it's DVD-R, it's not even an actual fucking DVD. Put The Ambulance on fucking DVD with Eric Roberts. Actual fucking DVD. Not shit like this. Which they don't even know what the fuck movie they have, because this is the sequel, but they call it the first movie. It's Shadow Warriors 2, Assault on Death Mountain, but it's called Shadow Warriors. Hell, they even changed the title. Assault on Death Mountain? No, we're going to change it to Shadow Warriors 2. But no, let's not even call it that. Since we're releasing this first, we'll just call it fucking Shadow Warriors. All the fucking movies not even out on DVD. Fucking Blue Monkey with Steve Railsback. Split Second, get that on a fucking Blu-ray in the US. Not some fucking Blu-ray overseas that I can't play anyway because I don't have a region-free Blu-ray player. Spend some fucking money on that, not this bullshit. Sorry. See, I'd rather rant on that than talk about this fucking movie. But yeah, Assault on Death Mountain. You know what a better movie is? Race to Witch Mountain with The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. I actually like that movie. It's a better fucking movie than this. Race to Witch Mountain with The Rock. That's a remake that's actually pretty damn decent. I actually really like that film. Better than this fucking mountain movie. Can't even say mountain movie. I mean, there is a mountain, kinda, sorta. Because you don't really see, I don't remember seeing the mountain. Well, you see them go through caves that probably is in the mountain. Anyway, I spent too much time talking about this fucking movie. Bye-bye.